Hello, welcome everyone to today's session about R. Yeah, just to this is the ARCHER2 training page. If that okay, we'll paste the link in the chat. If you go there and click on the data carpentry, you will find that yesterday lesson is already uploaded to YouTube, so you can check the lesson and you can have a look in case that you have any questions, etc. And we have, yes, this link that is the course materials. We'll click on that. Make this a little bit bigger. And in the schedule, we will find the second day, that is Tuesday, 20th of October. We will see an introduction to R. Well, before I forget, because yesterday there were a question about where is the chat? Okay, didn't update the. If we go back, we can see the course chat. If we click on that, there are two things that I would like to mention here. For day one, we have a data organization in a spreadsheet, and also where we show open refine. And there were a question that how to remove the unit from the cells. And what I found that you can use the function substitute, and you can substitute the G that is for grams. You can substitute that with an empty string, so you can fix that problem. And also, this is quite informal. This is feedback because normally for carpentry's lessons, you have sticky notes and you write what you like of the lesson or what you think that could be improved of the lesson. So if later in the break, if you can write some feedback about yesterday lesson, and also to remove because if I write something it appears in one color. If you want to remove the authorship, you can click Control Shift C, and this is a remove. And also you can click here in case that you want to, yes, to remove the color. Yes, this is for about yesterday. So okay, let's start with the material today. This is the lesson that I will follow. I will make this bigger. And before I start, well, yeah, actually the episode is called like that. Before I start explaining R and using RStudio, we will see some concepts about R. So what is R? R is a programming language that is used normally when we have large data sets and we want to work with them. We can use ARM to create a script and analyze that data set. Also, we can clean the data set. We can do a lot of things with that. Why R? For example, you can say I can use Excel or I can use another program. R, the thing that is that all the actions that you do, you need to create a script of that, and this is good for to reproduce the results. as we talked yesterday, this is important to have a reproducibility in terms that if you want that someone else reproduces your research, that could be a colleague of you, or could be someone from internet that reads your investigation or your research, your work, and wants to reproduce the results. Because, for example, in Excel, it's difficult to say, yes, I click here, I copy this column here, then I move. In R, that's easier. It's like a more standard, if that makes sense. So that is yeah, great for to reproduce the results. Also, R is very supported by, because they say that there are more than 10,000 packages. And also, it's good when you have a large data set. You can work with hundreds or millions of lines. Also, it's good to produce when you want to produce a plot. We will see that tomorrow. You can use R, and you can create quality plots that you can publish and you can use for your papers. Also, R has a large welcoming community. There are a lot of information in Stack Overflow in the RStudio community. Well, and also this is an advantage that R is free and also open source and cross platform. That means that you can use that Windows, Linux, Mac, and it's free. You don't need to pay to use R. So this is an advantage. What we will see, what we will use for today's lesson is RStudio. RStudio, there are different things. R is the programming language, and RStudio is the IDE, that is an integrated development environment that it will help you to work with R. There is a question that is, does R have any advantage over Python? Actually, that's a good question. This programming language is it depends. I think R, the origin was more for to do some to work with the large data sets and to do some statistics. Python is another programming language that is also quite powerful, and you can do plenty of things with that. But is I think it's more oriented to other things. But R is more for, I would say that R is more intended for statistics, to work with large data sets. So you can do similar things with Python, but yes, it depends, and also it depends of if you need a library, maybe that library is better supported in R rather than in Python. I would say that is more for statistics and more to work with the large data sets. But I think also you can use Python too. There are some differences. What I would recommend for your research is that learn. You see what programming language is, and you can make a decision of which one is better than the other. But yeah, later we can discuss it further, the differences between R and Python. But yeah, that's a good question. So what I will do is let's start using RStudio. What I found is it's possible. That is now is called RStudio Cloud. That is, you create an account, and you only need a web browser to use R. This is there are free option that you get a limited amount of time where you can work with R Studio Cloud. Yeah, I think it's a good way to. You don't need to install the software, but well, if you want to work more on that, I would recommend to install RStudio. What I will do is I will share my RStudio window. This this is the okay. What I will well now because this is like quite I make it quite big in order that you can see the. But if you open RStudio, you can see that RStudio is divided into four parts. The first part is where you write your R script. That is the part that is in the top left. Bottom left is the console where you can type R functions or commands, and you can see the output. Then in top right, we will see the environment, that there are the variables that we will have, or also the lesson call them objects. We will see them. We will see that later. And here we see files. We can create a folder, etc. What I will do is I will create a project. If you click in File, New Project, well, also the version that I'm using is an old version, so maybe you find that this is different for you. And also another thing that I didn't mention, because today will be like I will try to make this more interactive with more exercises, etc. If you click you go to the bottom of your screen, you will find where in your picture or in the map shot, you will find a button that is called My Status and Settings. And there, if you click on that, you can provide some feedback. If you are happy, surprised, faster, if you agree, disagree. And also the good thing is that you can click in faster and slower. And I can see if you are up to date with the lesson or not. Also, as I said, if you have any questions, please use the chat. Okay, so I will create a new project. Have different options. I will click a new directory and then a new project. And the directory name, I can say, mm, I can choose, for example, lesson, my project, etc. Let's use mm, for example, EPCC project. You can choose the name that you want. And you can click in create project. And now you see that yeah, you have a new folder, and what you see here, you see here in the bottom right, you see the files that there is a file called R project. What we need to create is well, we can create now a new folder. If we click here, they ask please enter the new folder name. You don't see that in the screen because yeah, it's not not sure, but we can create the name will be data. You will see the name now. Here in this folder, we will save the original data in a raw format. As I said yesterday, it's a good practice to have the original data and all the modifications that we do with the data, save them in another file. Also, we can create another folder called data that it will contain the data that is clean and is prepared for us to is prepared for our research. So I will see if something. Okay, see that Ian is getting an error when you try to create a new project. What is the message that you get? Or actually, to follow this, we can see that later. But to follow this lesson, you don't need to create a new project. You can, because in this first part we will see some. Okay, it says you must specify a name for the new project directory. I think. Okay, we will see. If we click here, new project, new directory. Sorry, here. I think if you get something like that, you need to write the name of the project, like something like my project or. Okay, you type the name in the space provided. Maybe it's maybe it's the subdirectory, or I mean, if you have problems with that, do you have this window, this R window? If you have that window, that's enough. You don't need to create a project. Yeah, that's fine. We will solve that later in the break. What we will do is we will write some commands here. So this is what you need right now. So yeah, later we can solve the issue. Sorry about that. So okay, now that we have set up our project, well, the things that are explained here are for how we can get help with using R, or we're using RStudio. So for example, here in the R window, if we type the interrogation symbol bar plot, well, here, for example, we see that we can see some as I type, we see the help here that says, for example, create a bar plot with vertical or horizontal bars. But if I finish, well, if I select and I press enter, we'll see that in the mm, bottom right part of the window, we see the help. We see the description, usage, etc. Also, another feature is we can say, imagine that you want to use the function lm, but you don't remember the arguments. So you can type args and if you click enter, you will see the arguments. You will see, well, this is a function, and you see the name of each argument. We will see later why will be useful to know them. So we have for this function, we have the first argument is a formula, the second one is a data, the third one subset, and so on. And also, for example, imagine that you want to find a word in the documentation. You can type twice the interrogation symbol and type crucial. And you will find in RStudio, in search results, you will find the help pages where that word appears. Also, sometimes it's useful when you ask a question uh, to a colleague in Stack Overflow to tell them the info of the R version that you are using, packages, etc. How can you get that? If you type session info, well, the good thing of using RStudio that appears you can use the autocomplete for example, if I click now enter, finish the the function name. So it's a session info, and we need to put the brackets. That means that this is a function. If we click on that, we'll see that okay, my R version is a little bit old. It's from 2018. So R version 3.4.4. I need to update this version. Well, actually, I need to also update my operating system, and well, we can see also the libraries that we use, local variables, packages, etc. This information is good because sometimes, for example, you get an error with a function. If you give the R version, they can say, "Oh no, this is a common mistake. You can get this solved in a later version, etc." So it's useful to debug when you get an error with R. So yeah, this is everything before we start using ARM. Do you have any questions so far? Or are you okay if I continue explaining a little bit more about R? Later we will see some exercises and you can play around with the command line. So okay, let's continue and we'll see now the introduction to R. Well, this is like you can use R. Here we are using the console that we can type the commands directly, as you have seen before. You can use this as a very intelligent calculator. You can type 4 plus 3 and you get the answer that is 7. Uh, Also, you can do other stuff. Also, what you can do is you can use variables. Variables is a name that we can use weight. I will write the same names as in the documentation in order not to confuse. So weight kilograms. This is the name of the variable, and also to assign a value, you need to type uh, uh, less than a symbol and then a dash. This is like an arrow, and with that you can assign. This is the assignment operator, and then you type the value that in this case will be okay. You type the same 55. If you click on enter, you will see on the top right part of your window, uh, you you will see that now you have a, a value that is have a weight kilograms, and you have a 55 that is the there is a question that says that if the if equal does the same job, to assign the well, we can see if that we can type let's say 43, and actually yes, that does the there is a difference with that I will explain later. Uh, I think in these cases it works the same, but there is a small difference that I will explain later. But in order to follow the same, let's say the same syntax that we have, we will see that during the lesson, we will use this assignment operator that will be like an arrow. So that is well a little bit of a theory about the you cannot for R for the variable name. This is a case sensitive. So, for example, if you write the same variable, but the first is a capital W, uh, this variable is different. We can do that. We can do the. We can try it. Say 77. You see on the top right that you have now in your memory in the global environment, you have two different variables because R is case sensitive. Also, the variables cannot start with a number, and there are also it's recommended that you use a name that makes sense that you can read, because if you use W or you use A, uh, maybe you don't know exactly if it's a weight, name, etc. So please use a descriptive name for the variable. And actually, okay, here because we are using RStudio, we can see the value of the variables. But if you want to check the value, you can do you can type the name of the variable, and if you click on enter, you press enter, you can see the value. Also, when you do the assignment, well, what I'm doing is I'm clicking the top arrow, and I can get a story of what I have written so far. So if I surround this with the bracket and I click on enter, there is a you do the assignment, and at the same time you show the value that is assigned to the variable. And as I said, you can use this as an intelligent calculator. You can multiply the variable with the you can multiply by 2.2 and get the result. And also you can save the you can save that if you type a weight in pounds, LV, and again the assignment operator. And you can see that now in the, well, because this is quite zoom, you cannot see the, but yeah, we have another variable called weight LB. So if you want to play a little bit with that, there is a, well, they call it a challenge, but this is like a mini challenge. I will share the, I will share the my screen, well, the other screen. So yeah, to switch between screens is quite slow. So if you want to play with that, you can. There is a challenge that is you need to you can type mass age and do the multiplication, and also before executing that, you can wonder if it's what will be the results of that. So please play a little bit around with this variable assignment, and when you are done with that, please uh, well, okay, I will create a poll and you can answer that poll. When you finish the challenge, please click on the poll, and I know that I can continue with the. Now the beginning of the lesson is quite, let's say, easy, or maybe you can find it a little bit, yeah, easy, but it will get like a more interesting and more, let's say, challenging when we will see, because today or tomorrow we will see how to work with the large data sets, and also we can do some, we will do some loading, and we will use several functions that will help you to continue. Okay, I see that some people are already finished. I will give a few more seconds, and we can continue talking about the. We have seen variables, so we will talk about functions. Great. So yeah, I see that yeah, this don't yeah, this is just to play around. This is quite uh, next challenges will be more interesting, and more you can play better around with with R. Okay, so let's continue. I will. Okay, I need to switch my yeah the window to the R1. This one. Yes. So now you can see again the. I hope that the font size is okay. Please let me know if this is quite small. But yeah, I think it's uh, well, it's like the big Great, thank you for the feedback. So, okay, let's continue. Now we will see functions. Uh, what is the function is mm, we can create well, the variable name. We select this one, for example, and what we will do is we assign the output of the function. Function could be sqrt. Well, that's also the good thing of RStudio, that you see that you type the function and it tells you that it requires an argument. That, well, in this case is called x. We will type 10, and once that we click on enter, you will see that well, on the environment, that the weight has changed. What we can do, we can print weight. Well, yeah, we can type the name of the variable and you can see the new value. I see that the problem with to creating a project is solved. That's yeah, great to hear that. And then we can use another. Don't know, there is a function that is called round, for example. You see that, yeah, you get the help that is x and digits is well, we'll see that you get round, and you can type for example the pi number that is 3.1415.9, and if you click on enter, if you press enter, you get the output of the function is 3. So you can use if you can type the function and you get the answer in the console, or you can assign the output to a variable. Uh, Also, for what I have explained before, imagine that you don't remember the argument of round. You can type the interrogation symbol round, and you can see well, the help here. But also we are interested in the arguments. So if we type args, we'll see that this function has 2 arguments. Digit, well, x, that is the number that you want to round, and digits, that by default is 0. So you only needed to specify the first argument. If you want to specify the second argument, you can do this you can type a comma, and then imagine that you want to digits. So you type 2, and you get that the answer is 3.14. Also, but you don't need to, you can type digit equal 2. And it works the same. Why you can use or why it's useful to use this the name of the argument, because you can change the order of the. You can type it round digit equal 2, and then you can type x equal and the number, and if you click on enter, you will get the same answer. The thing is for this function is easy. You have 2 arguments, but sometimes you have functions that you have 10 arguments. So when you start typing the arguments that are not mandatory, is worth, and also for clarity, is worth adding this the name of the argument. Because for example, let's say for example this is more could be more readable than this. Okay, this is as I said, this is a smaller function, but when you have a bigger one, could be more challenging. Okay, we have seen a function. Now what we will see is the use of vectors and data types. A vector, if you are not familiar with that, is like a collection of things of the same type. Here there is a difference regarding for the people who knows Python. In Python, you can have vectors with that could be different types. In what we see uh, in R, all the elements in a vector should be of the same type. We will explain that later. Let's start with an example. Imagine that okay, we are working with animals and we want the weight of several animals in the same let's say in the same variable. So we will create a vector. The way to create a vector is if you type weight G, for example, G for I guess that will be for group, and also we use the assignment that is the assignment operator, and then what I need to is to type C and open brackets, and then then I type the elements that I want to. So I want to add 50, 60, 65, and 82. And if I click on enter, I press enter, we will see in environment, we will see that we have a new variable that is a vector. I can, this is what I create is a vector of numbers, but I can also create a vector of names that I will call it animals. I use again the assignment operator, and I use again C. I open brackets and I type, remember to use quotation marks, mouse, rat, and dog. And if I press enter, I get another vector. Functions that are useful for this, you can type a length, then a weight, and you will get that the number of elements is 4. You can do the same for animals, so you can type a length animals, and you can see that the length is 3. And also you can see the class of the vector. So if you type a class and weight G, you will see that the vector, the type is numeric, and the class of animals will be different because we have used strings. So the class is characters. Also, if you want all the information in the, let's say in a string, you can use str weight, and you see all the information. You see that you have numbers numeric from 1 to 4, And you have also the values that are 50, 60, 65, 82. You can do the same with animals, and you get that the vector is a character, and is 3 elements, and is a mouse, rat, and dog. Also, if you want to add you want to add elements to the vector, you can use for example, well, we will use okay, let's use the same example as and it's written in the documentation. Weight G, the assignment operator, and then C, and you can add, for example, if you want to add an element at the end, you can, well, you type the name of the vector, and then you type the number that you want to add. That in our case will be 90. So if you want to see the output of this, you can surround by brackets, and when you click in enter, you see the element 90 was added at the end. Also, you can add at the beginning if you type weight G, the assignment operator, C, open brackets, and you type 30, weight G, and you see that this element is add to the what more elements, because we have some numeric, we have some character, but we can have a logical for true and false. We have also integer, but when we use integer, we need to type, for example, 30 and type a capital L. In that case, well, we can see the sample. Imagine that we want vector int segment we want, for example, 30L, 40L. If we do that and we type str vector int, you will see instead of a numeric is we are using integers. We have also complex, also we have a row, but these two last types we will not see them. A vector is one data structure that of R. Also, we have a list, matrices, data frames, factors, arrays. We will see that we will see them later. Some of them later, and there we will see the difference between using this assignment operator and using the equal operator, assignment operator. So, okay, I will switch my screen because we have another mini challenge. This is the window. So you can do, well, if you can do the first two challenge, I will the ones that are like a highlight, and then we can continue. Please type in the chat when you are done the challenges. What I will do is also create a poll that you can answer. And please feel free if you have any questions or. This challenge is to you will learn that with this challenge you will learn that you cannot use well that the vectors are the same should be the same type of if you use numbers will be all numbers. If you try to use a character, you will see the behavior that it gets. Great, I see that yeah, some people are finishing the exercise. Yeah, this is just to this is also explained that you can learn by example that when you don't know the is the poll not working? Oh, I didn't know that. Could be maybe an error with something wrong with the browser. But well, in that case, what we can do is we can use the chat. I think the chat is easier to get the answers. Thank you for pointing out that. I thought that it was working. I will finish the poll. Okay, I have seen. Yeah, so I see that some people have finished. I will well, I will solve the exercise in the in this window. Well, first switch again the window. Uh, Great. Now you see the. I think actually I don't know if, well. Okay, so what the exercise says is I will copy the first and I will execute that. And if I type a class num char, I will get that is a character. What normally are or what this function does is try to save all the elements using the let's say the class that is let's say more general, because for example the character A cannot be saved as a number, but yes, the other way around, you can save one, you can convert that to a string. So if we do str numchar, you will see that the 1, 2, and 3 now are strings because are surrounded by brackets. And this happens the same with the, well, it's interesting when you, for the second example with the number logical, if you use class logical, you see that is numeric because in this case true is translated to 1. We can see that typing here num logical, you see that is translated to 1. For other programming languages, like for example, the one that comes to my mind is C. In C, you don't have a true or false. Well, you can define yeah, you can define a variable, you can define something that you can use this keyword, but normally what you can, well, you can use either 0 or 1. This is how C works. The other example is, for example, char logical. In this case, you get str you get in characters. True is save has a string rather than a number. Well, because this is what they combine. And the tricky one is this one, that if we see str tricky, yeah, are this one are all of them are actors, because R doesn't analyze that this string is a number. What they said that this is a string, and a string cannot be saved as a number, so that's why they use characters for all of the elements. Also, what is quite interesting for get, because we have, if we type animals, we can see the elements that are mouse, rat, and dog. But the good thing is that we can get, for example, the second element. Well, that's a question. The second element here, or well, sorry, let's say the first element, that is mouse. How can I get the first element? Typing 0 or typing 1? You can write the answer in the chat. Yes, that's the issue with this. Well, issue with this when you use different programming languages. We have, for example, if we use C, or if we use Python, we need to use 0 to get the first element. But in R, we need to use 1. This is like this is the difference. Sometimes takes yeah, when you try to change from one programming language to another, you can spend some time with that difference. But this is because R is like more mathematics and use natural numbers, and they don't consider 0 as the first number. So animals 1, you get the first element. If you type animals 2, you get the second element, and so on. What about if you want to get 2 elements? You can inside the square bracket, you can type C, and you can pass a vector that could be, I want to get the element 1 and 2, and you get mouse and rat. Also, you can get in a different order. I want the first element 2 and then the element 1, and you see that first you get the rat and then mouse. And also you can, well, in this case, we are like saying the positions that we want, the position 2, position 1, but also we can play with the conditions. What is what's that? To play with the conditions is okay. Let's print weight g. That we have that we see that we have 30, 50, 60, 65, 82, and 90. We have these numbers. Imagine that you want to print only all the elements that are greater than 50. So you that weight g, and then you open a square bracket and you type there the condition. The condition is that the weight g should be greater than 50. So if you type that, you will get the elements that are greater than 50, that in this case you get 4 elements. Another, also for example, if you want them, the elements that are greater than 50 and smaller, less than 90, for example, you can type the ampersand symbol and then weight G smaller than 90. And in this case, you get 3 elements that are 60, 65, and 82. This, compared to other programming languages, is quite well useful and powerful because, for example, if you use C, you need a for loop, and in this case, you don't need that. You can use the ampersand to say that the condition should be this condition and this one should be met, but also you can use the OR symbol, that is this it's a bar. No, sorry. Also, there is a question that says that, for example, for let's say animals. So yes, it seems that is like a feature of. So if you type a one, you can use the Python slicing that. Yes, exactly. This is like you can use if you come from Python, you can use also the way that Python uses. What Python uses, you can type animals, and then inside you type first element and the last element. So you type from 1 to 2 and you get this. There are different ways of also another way that is get animals, and you can type a vector that could be true, false, true. That means please print the first element, no the second element, and yes the third element. If you click on that, you see that the first and the third element are retrieved from that condition. Yes, exactly. This is similar in Python. You can also use masks that is similar to that. That you can specify which elements and which elements you want to get or no. Also, okay, to finish this part, that is to finish the this small introduction to R. This first part of the of today's class. We will see. We will talk now about the missing data. Yesterday we saw that for spreadsheets, it's a good practice to leave that in missing data or measurements that we don't have in blank. But R has a different syntax. R, what they use is the keyword NA. So for example, we can create a vector that we were talking about the weights. We can create the height. Let's type height, the operation symbol, sorry, the assignment operator. And then type, okay, I want to create a vector that contains 2, 4, sorry, 4, 4, 5, NA, and 6. And if I print the height, we see that we have a 5 element, 2, 4, 5, and 8. So we say that we don't have the height of this of that animal. We don't have that measurement. And 6. What happens now? For example, if we type mean to get the average of heights, we get NA, that is like a, let's say, not a, I think it's not a number, or we get that mistake. In order to solve that, well, that highlights that you cannot get the mean, the average of all of these elements, because one of them is not a number. So what you can add to that function, you can add, you can remove the elements that are not numbers. So you type na dot rm equal. Here is important that you type equal true. Having that, you get the average, because you get the average of 2, 4, 5, and 6, and this element is discarded. Also, you can, if you want to print the, or you want to get the height that are not that are numbers, let's say, you can use well, there is a function that is called is.na, and you can send sorry, the argument is the vector that is a height. If you use that, you get that is well, false, 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 true, false. So well, if you type at the beginning the exclamation symbol, you do the opposite of each. So you get true, 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 false, true. So if you want the elements of the vector that are not uh, that are numbers, you can do this, right? Height, square brackets, and then copy this part here. And if you press enter, you get the elements that are numbers. And also another way is you can use mean to that. But it's well, it's easier if you use this in that way. Okay, I see that this is the now is time for a break. It's 11 quarter past 11. We will have a 15-minute break, and after the break, we will see a challenge regarding this part, and we will continue with the. We will start working with the data. Also, if you have any questions, yeah, feel free to ask them. If not, see you at 11:30. We'll have a 15-minute break in order to get some energy for the next session. Yeah, thank you so much for your attention, and see you in 15 minutes. I will, okay, let's start doing this challenge. The challenge that you have on your screen. Once that you have done the challenge, please type the number that you get in step 3 that says use R to figure out how many people in the set are taller than 67 inches. You have any questions, please feel free to ask. And yes, once that some of you have done the challenge, we can continue with working with the data. Thanks. I see that, yeah, we have an answer that is 6. The thing with R, as you can notice, is that you can do the same thing in many different ways. For example, when you get a vector, to get elements of the vector, you can use a lot of choices. You can choose a vector to specify the positions. You can use Python syntax. You can use true and false. You can use conditions. There are many choices to for that. And yes, I will show the answer. So if you click here, you can see the answer that, for example, here we have 3 choices. We can use this is an A that returns true or false. Also, you can use an A dot omit and then the argument is the vector. And this what it does is return the vector but with omitting the elements that are not a number. Also, you can use that function that is a complete case is a height and height that again returns true and false. You can use these 3. Forget the median. You can use the same. You can use not a number dot rm equal true. So remove the elements that are not a number. And for the third question of the challenge, you have for the third question of the challenge, you also have that choice. You get the height. Well, you use the heights that are not that are numbers. You get the ones that are above 67, and then you get the length of the vector of. Okay. Yeah, there is a comment saying that median height true also works. Yeah, we'll we'll see that now. Why? Share application. Okay, we'll share the RStudio window. And well, I have here copy and paste the exercise. If we see, let's type we'll see the argument. Sorry, the thing is I have a Spanish keyword in an English keyword layout. So yeah, sometimes I get confused a lot with the typing the symbols. Arcs medium. Exactly, we see that here the first element is the number. The second element is if you get if you want to remove the not a number element. So first you can omit that and just type where by default is a false, but you can change that behavior typing median was length and then true. Oh, something is. I think I did something wrong. I'm not sure if. Because okay, I use a length, but length is nothing. The variable is height. Okay, now it works. And also, well, this is a now this is a good opportunity to understand the errors when you get one. Sometimes when you see an error, you see like in red, the color of the font is red, and you kind of panic a little bit, like oh, I get an error. What's that? But if you read that, if you read the error, you can you may understand a little bit. They said that there is an error in X. X is the first argument that they said that the object of a type thing is not susceptible. Sometimes the error is a little bit, the error message could be a little bit cryptic. But what we can understand or deduce from that is that we should check the first element. Is something wrong with the first element? And exactly, I was using a variable that one object that didn't exist. Okay, so having seen that, let's continue and with the lesson. We will now we will start working with the data. So first, what I will do is okay, I will switch the screen again because I would like to explain you the structure of the data that we will work. So now what we will do is we have a CSV file that we will download from internet, and this CSV file will have the following columns, and also the description of each column. So you can see on the screen that is we have a record ID, month, day, year. Here they save the data in three different columns: a plot ID, species ID, sex, length, weight, genus, species, taxon, plot type, and also you see the description. One advice that I suggested is, for example, it will be useful the description to save that in a different in a text file for for other people to work to understand what is this each column about. And now what we will do is we will download the data that is here. Uh, this is a heads up. Sometimes this function could fail. If it fails, my recommendation is to download that file and move that file to your project inside here data row function. But okay, let's switch to the RStudio window, and you will see how it works. Also, if you execute something or if you have any problem, please yeah, type that in the chat and we can sort it out. Now that we are like it's like a reduced class, we are 8 people. I think yeah, we can interact more. So okay, what I will do is I will because it's a long URL, I will copy and paste, being a little bit lazy. Oops. Well, rather than paste what I will, one second. Let's see if that works. Yes, my case it works. They said trying URL, this URL, and I download that. That is where the file is almost 3 megabytes. And if we click on files, and here files is in the bottom right, and if we click on data row, we can see that this file exists. Also, let's see if I click on that file, we can see this. We can either view the file or import the dataset. So, okay, we have downloaded the file. I hope that you have done so. You have done that as well. If not, please let me know. And now what we will do is we will use that file. We will add the file to our terminal. Sorry, our terminal or environment. Let's use the library. Well, to read the file, we can use the library tidyverse. That is to use that library is we type a library and then the name of the library, that is tidyverse. This library, with this library, we can read the CSV file. We can get this error, that is error in library tidyverse, that is no package core tidyverse. If you get this error, you can install that package. So if you type install packages tidyverse, okay, the error here that recognize this as an object because I didn't use the the quotation marks. And now it starts downloading some stuff. I hope it doesn't take so long. Not sure, before I have done the exercise before and I didn't use yes, okay, yeah, that is yeah, it could happen that yeah, exactly this with if you use R Studio Cloud, uh, doesn't work to yeah, it doesn't work to use that. I'm not sure if you have my suggestion is to download that file to your laptop and then upload the file to RStudio Cloud. I don't know if that is possible to do. If you can do so, I think this is the workaround that I will do. First download the file to my laptop and then upload to RStudio. Great. Okay, seems that is finishing the since that the library is quite large and it's taking some time. I think also it's like trying to maybe it's updating or taking some. Yeah, not sure exactly why it's taking so long. I chose the the right moment to, or the worst moment to update the library. Mm, Okay, yeah, there is a person that got an error message when the the teddybears library is installed, that is about deployed. Uh, that function will be used. We will use that tomorrow. And actually, I think this is a the message is a the message is a warning. It's a warning rather than down. They said that when you type uh, it's a warning, so I wouldn't worry about that. So should be okay. That conflict. And to load the file directly is you can use yeah, it's in the in the documentation the same. The also the there is a yeah, regarding the error message that you get. Yeah, this says that yeah that when you use this is only for the deployed library. When you use a filter of lag that you use. Actually, I'm not sure because I mean I have done before this exercise without the use loading the tidyverse library and I didn't have any. I'm not sure if there is a way of using the data portal join. I mean, what the error when you get an error that is error in library tidyverse that is no package called tidyverse, you can install the library. But in my case, it's taking ages to install the library because the thing is that they are compiling a lot of packages and yeah, sorry about that. I did a test before to see if everything worked, but actually, okay, I will paste this command. I paste in the chat that command, that what you can find in the documentation, that is surveys read CSV, and then you have to put the where where the file is. Please, could you let me know if that works for you? Okay. Okay, what we can see while this is installing, I'm I think the my problem is maybe that it's installing a lot of all commands that I have. What we can do is, okay, we can go through the documentation and later we can do the challenges. Sorry about that. This is completely unexpected. What I don't know is what I have done this morning too, because this morning it worked. Okay, so let's go through the lesson because here also we have the output and later what we can do is if you have time this afternoon or we can you can try the commands and yeah, hopefully the installation will finish early and I can show you the live code. So okay, imagine that the you type I mean the theory you type a library tidyverse. If it doesn't work, you install the package tidyverse. You use the surveys, read the CSV, and you say where the CSV file is here, and then you get this output. You get the what are the columns. Also, you can get the of surveys. You can get the head of the surveys. That you can get the first lines of the survey. also you can open the data set in the RStudio if you use view surveys. You can open the file. Here it is explained what a data frame is. A data frame is you have a set of columns and you have a lot of entries, and you work through these entries. You can also inspect the structure of the surveys if you type str surveys. You get size, content, names, summary, etc. I will see how the installation is. Okay, it seems that the installation is still going on. Okay, well, I see that what I will do is I will go through the documentation quick, and I can leave you some time to try this on your own later of this afternoon. I will stay online if in case that you are having some issues with R. And yeah, what we can do is tomorrow morning we can answer the questions that you may have with this. And yeah, I can go through this quick. Sorry about this error. The problem is, yeah, I'm getting some actually. Let me try if I can fix the. Yeah, it's DBL is a double. Is like a quite a short way of saying. Oh, it nice to see that it works. So you did, yeah, I guess you didn't have any problems with the. Oh well, that could work. What I don't understand that that's true. The I tried this morning everything and it worked, but okay, I will try that suggestion to. I think I took another version of the documentation, or who knows. Thanks, Luciana. That's yeah, that okay. That works. That works for me. Uh, I okay. Okay. Now I think I understand. I think I took a different. I think I took a different version of the documentation, but I'm not sure which one I took the. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. So yeah, in that case we can. Okay, we can continue on. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, Luciana. I'll continue with that. Uh, okay, I will start. I will switch to the. Okay, so if I type, well, you can see the whole. If I type surveys, well, in surveys this is the variable, and I type and read dot CSV, and then inside the brackets I type the full path of where my file is. I can load the file that is here. If we click on the file, you see on the top left, you can see the contents of the file. You can see the columns, record ID, month, day, year, etc. And you see that the file has 13 columns and has 34,000 entries. So yeah, now remember that yeah, if you use read dot csv is at least it works. Well, this is the command that if you type view with the first the capital V, you get this the view that we have on the top left. Okay, so let's continue with the lesson now that we can. Okay, so what I wanted to explain here is we can if we type str surveys, we can okay, we'll make this bigger. We see that we have a data frame that is we have more than 34,000 observations rows of 13 variables. We have the record ID that is an integer that is we have all of these elements. We have a month, day, year, plot, species. So you can get all of this information of this. This is you get the structure of this service. And also you can get elements of this where there is a challenge that because we are like a little bit uh, well, actually I solved the I already solved the challenge that is the challenge is about to execute STR surveys and see how many columns and how many rows you have for this data frame. The observations are the rows that are 34,786 and are 13 variables that are 13 columns. Yeah, the class is a data frame. Also, for the surveys, you can get elements of the surveys as you were using a matrix. For example, if you want to get the first element of in the first column, you can type surveys and first the row and then the column. Sorry, here like this, and you get the first element that is the one. You can get the first element of the sixth column if you type the second number 6 and you get NL. We will see later what's that. The thing is, there is that column, that element is a factor. We will explain just now what that means. And also here you can use the well, let's call the Python syntax that is you can get the first 3 rows of the sixth column that are NL, NL, NL. And what well, actually, what we will do is we will do now a challenge, and we will once that the challenge is done, continue explaining the factors. Yes, that will be the answer for today. Okay, I will share the window that is starting with data allowed. So the challenge, if you do the first two, you can create a data frame that is called Surebase 200 that only contain only contain the data in row 200 of the service dataset. And then please write it in the chat when finished, and I can continue explaining the factors. Actually, factors are quite interesting feature of R. Okay, in order to save time, I will start with the challenge and solve it. What I will do is I will change my screen. I will share the studio screen. So, okay, first challenge was create a data frame containing only the data in row 200 of the surveys dataset. So we can type a surveys 200, the assignment and we can type surveys square brackets 200 because we want the row 200, and here we'll blank. So that means we'll take everything in all the columns. And now if we open, well, if you check the environment, top right, you see that survey 200 has a one observation of 13 variables. Also, we can type str surveys 200, and you see that you have a data frame on only one observation. So you can also what is explained here is that you can get parts of the data frame, subsets. And also the second part of the challenge is that if you use row surveys, you get the number of rows as it were a matrix. Also, I think that I didn't explain that you can get only one column in a vector format if you if you if you type two square brackets. I mean, first you type the one square bracket, then type the second, and now you type the name of the column, that is species ID. You get this in a vector format, where you can do str and you get well, we see now the factor. What I will do now, I will explain what a factor is. What we will do is if we type summary surveys, and if you use the dollar symbol, you can select the well, you see that in the help. In the help, I changed the. You see that we have the different columns. So we will select the sex, and if well, in the summary, what it does, it says which elements are M, that is a male, which elements are female, and which elements are not determined. That is well, this blank space. So if we do str service sex, here is what a factor is. A factor is a way to you have like a different, for example, in this case of sex, that you have three, you have a male, female, not determined. You have three elements. So instead of, well, here what we save are only a letter, but you can save strings. And this is what you do is instead of saving the letter, you save a number that is could be one, two, or three. And this in the idea of this that in the memory it will take less. You get the okay. There is a question that that is not okay. There is a question that when uh, one attendee types the same, doesn't get a factor, get the get characters of. This is because okay. Uh, mm, Not sure if it's seems that it's something with the. I think it's something with the version of. Because please, would you mind to type? Would you mind typing? Okay, I will type this in the chat. str service and paste the output of this. Okay, I think I know what it happened. Is uh, that is an option in read because we use the read.csv. You need to investigate that. The thing is, when you use read the CSV, there is an option that you can say if what you read is a factor or not. Okay. Yeah, okay, I know what it happens. When you use read CSV, like let's say the one that doesn't have the point, doesn't take this has factors. What you need to execute the following. Uh, if you execute that, you convert that column into a factor. That's the thing that, yeah, by default doesn't get. I don't know what. Yeah, I think is my. I think the problem is my version of R by default reads and takes this as a factor. So that's the issue if you do that. I think what you can yes, exactly. Uh, Later, what we you can check or I can check the thing. What I will do this afternoon is I will update R my because I will update. Actually, I will update R Studio. That is not an update version. I will update R and I will get yeah everything prepared and ready for tomorrow and hopefully yeah it will work. It seems that I took a in the laptop. I think I have different versions of R and RStudio, and I think today I took the wrong one. What you can try later if the function, I will type this on the here, read.csv. I'm not sure if that function reads things has factors or not, but this is a thing that we can check later. Okay, what I think that is, if you agree with that, what we can do is we can let's start tomorrow at well, let's finish the class now. Let's start tomorrow at 10, and tomorrow we will have time to see the rest of the data frames, factors, etc. And I will explain the rest of the material for R that we need to see the how to manipulate data and visualize data, if that's okay. In this, well, now if you have any questions of any concept, please let me know. If not, yes, tomorrow at 10 we'll start again, and we will get more progress with R. I apologize for this unexpected issue. Yeah, I checked before that everything worked, but yeah, it seems that when you are in a live session, doesn't work as when you are testing that. So, any questions that you may have of the contents that we have seen today? Yeah, that's a good question. Tibor, is because yeah, this course is an introductory course, and R has many choices and a lot of material to see. Tibor is a type of data frame, so you have different types of data frames. Yeah, the question about if that works, I think it should work. I will do is I will type we see the well, actually, I mean, it was not an error when you read the CSV file. You did it has a character, so you don't read the data has a you don't read data as a factors. To do as a factors, either you can use the other function read.csv. The thing is, yeah, this afternoon I will check better the documentation, because I think when I did the test before, I took a another version that is not the version that is on the listed on the materials. Yes, I do the steer service. Yeah, for example, in my case, everything is well, everything. Uh, what is feasible to make it a factor was done. Like, for example, for sex, they said that it's a factor with 3 levels. For the genus, is a factor with 26 levels. Yeah, I think exactly. This there is a difference with the read CSV. If you use there are from different libraries, and it works different. Yeah, I think the problem was with the tidyverse. The version of tidyverse gets the data frame and doesn't use factors. When you use the other version of read CSV that have a dot, that have a point, that version works. Yeah, I think it's better to use that. I yeah, I don't know. I I follow. I need to find the. I think there is a. I think I took a version of the documentation that is not update because. Okay, what I will do, I will be around until 1 p.m. in case that you have any questions. If not, please feel free to yeah leave and enjoy your lunch and the rest of the afternoon. Tomorrow we will start at 10, and yes, I will make sure that yeah that everything works right and we don't have the issue that we have today with the software. That yeah that things that happens when you use yeah different versions of the same software. Yeah, I this afternoon I will fix that and work on that. I will. Yes, I will stay here in case that you have any question. Thank you so much.